vivid picture on my image, you can feel it. Never gave a fuck about the gimmick, this is living. Worry about the world.
This is D, aka the Quiet Genius, and I'm here with my man Stacks, and this is my 2 cents. Today we got a special guest, Mr. Iman Nunez.
What up, what up, what up?
We happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
For sure, man. I flew all the way from Florida, to come holler at you.
Yo, word, right? That's love, man. Thank you.
For sure.
How you feeling?
I feel good. Tired, exhausted. There's a lot of moving around and stuff, Today we dropped the project, Everything is Everything.
For sure.
We premiered it at the show yesterday at the Knitting Factory. So
how does it feel coming off of that?
It's great, man. It was a lot of positive energy. I sold merch for the first time, and it was sold out, which was crazy. I saw people that I never seen before in my life wearing that, so that was dope. And for everybody to come out in Brooklyn, I think we had like 300 heads in there, and the cap was 325. So
shit,
that's love, man.
For sure.
How does that feel, basically selling out Knitted Factory, and you just sold out SOBs? If I'm not
Yeah, we
mistaken.
sold out SOBs in October. Yeah, October 9th, I believe. And then the fact that we were able to do another headliner show all the way in Brooklyn to premiere the project and stuff, it just showed where the support was really at. Because if you come in, a lot of people don't like to go to Brooklyn because it's they see Brooklyn as a third world country. I don't know why, but
Brooklyn is different. It's a different world sometimes.
Yeah, but it's literally 30 minutes away from everywhere. So it's just I don't know, but yeah, Brooklyn is love, man. That was really dope.
For sure. Who did your merch, man? Because I seen it when you posted it, I think on the gram, on the your Instagram story.
Yeah,
the shit is hard. The 3M
Thank
with
you.
That shit is hard. I copped one yesterday.
Thank you, man. So pretty much I just had the entire vision in my head of how I wanted something to be, and my boy Henry, they call him Mars. His Instagram is Mars Archive, Mars Archive, MAARS.archive. Yeah, and he was able to sketch everything out. My brother put a little, because in the back of the tee it says it's a skull with a halo and wings and stuff like that, and my brother was able to put that together, and Henry just brought it out even more. And then I wanted Pray For Me in the front a certain way. He made that happen, and yeah, we just made the tees and stuff. And I always had the idea of making the back 3M because I love the reflection on it and stuff. So
yeah, I seen pictures that were taken last night.
Yeah, it look official.
Crazy.
That looked crazy.
Oh my gosh, man! I know walking around just seeing people with your merch on, that's a different feeling.
Word, right? It's dope because this is my first time ever doing merch. So the fact that we were able to, more people wanted, but I wanted to make it as exclusive as possible. We only made a limited amount, just to see how it would be. But a lot of people couldn't get their size because it was already sold out. So
I couldn't get my size. I didn't get a size. Well, I'm not gonna cap.
I got you, man. I got you.
For sure, though. But tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Yonkers.
Yes, I'm from Yonkers.
And you're Dominican, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I'm Dominican. I was born in the Heights. I was raised to I lived on in Inwood, Dykeman area till I was 13.
Okay.
When I was 13, we moved to Yonkers, and I'm 23 now, and I've been living in Yonkers ever since. So I feel that's where Yonkers is what really
raised
me to be the person that I am today. So yeah.
That's fire. I know I'm from Queens, and I know Stacks is from the Bronx. So being in certain areas in New York have different cultures and stuff like that. So being in those specific areas help, cultivate who you become.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? So it's good to see, that you didn't fall under any bad influences, and you really stuck to,
Yeah, man. At first when we moved, I was devastated because I really enjoyed living out there, but I understand why we moved as time went on and stuff. So, I'm happy. I'm doing what I'm doing now because I'm from Yonkers. So yeah.
For sure. So what does it feel like just dropping that 4th project at this stage of your career?
Everything is Everything.
Yeah.
It's how do I say this? It's crazy because this is a project where I was able to actually do something completely different. I wanted to rap on beats that were different from what you're expected to listening to. Mm-hmm. This doesn't sound like Blessed. It doesn't sound like To Be Continued. It sounds like Everything is Everything. And I was able to get Styles P and Chic Luch on this.
Crazy features, by the way.
Yeah, that was really, really fire. I thought that I feel like that's gonna be a classic record for the city itself because you got the OGs bringing in the new one. So that was just love straight up. I feel like the unofficial third member of the Locks, or fourth, you could say. But you know, I got my boy Osmond Benjamin. We got Shimmy True.
That song is crazy.
Yo, thank you, man. Thank you.
The song with you and Osmond is fire too, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, yo, Osmond is dope. Really, really dope. He just dropped his project Godfrey.
Yeah.
So that, like, I was happy to, you know, bring him out to the show and stuff. See if people even recite his lyrics word for word. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. How did that relationship like happen?
I met Osmond a couple years ago, actually, through Chris Rivers.
Wow, yeah, that's on Pun Son.
Through Big Pun Son.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Chris Rivers at an event one day. Oh, Peter Palooza. It was Peter Rosenberg's birthday. And
okay.
He does a show on his birthday all the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we linked up there. I was with Rondon, and then we just built a relationship right there. And as time went on, we would see Chris Rivers around, either at D Block or somewhere, and then he was always with Osmond, so then we just got cool from there. So, yeah.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's love, man. So being from Yonkers, do you feel like any pressure from like because so many like legends have come from Yonkers, like, you know, the Locks,
Yeah.
DMX, like, do you feel pressure on you to like that you gotta win?
Let me see the best way I could actually describe it. I do good under pressure.
Okay.
I do very well under pressure. I'm very good at just like moving on pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't like it, but I mean, it drives me, I guess.
Okay.
But I feel like people have certain expectations from what they're gonna get from me all the time because of where I'm from. But that's what I love about me. You feel me? Like, I was able to bring Chic and Styles into my world. You feel me? Like, being able to do stuff like that, like, to be like, yo, this is, I appreciate what y'all did, and I appreciate, like, who y'all are. But, like, this is my world. Let's see if y'all could get into this world type thing. And it worked out perfectly fine. So I feel like with me just being me, yeah, I'm from Yonkers. Yeah, we all know how Yonkers is and stuff. It's like, it's a little crazy out there. But, you know, I just wanted to give that different side. I ain't no gangster, no, like, I ain't trying to act hard, no nothing. I'm just being real with me.
For sure.
So, yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I feel like that element that you have, like, it reflects in your music. You know,
Yeah.
You're not phony. And,
Definitely not.
Exactly. Like, you just a real regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you can rap. You can rap really well.
Yeah, that, like, with me, when it came to just my pen game, it was just more like of the sense of, I always wanted the people that I looked up to have respect for what I do.
Basically, like, show homage, kind of like.
Yeah, so the fact that, because Styles is somebody who's on my favorites list, so the fact that he's on my project now, it's just like, yo, because he fuck with what I do. You feel me? So, like, that's dope for me to just, so I just try to make sure that and the thing is, I want to be a legend, I want to be great. So it's like, I want to literally kill everybody on a song. I want to be the one to, like, I push for that. I give it 110% at all times. So, like, that's just how I view things. I guess that's what makes me who I am, I guess.
It's good. It sets you aside from the rest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you mentioned your pen. And this morning on the train, I was listening to Blessed.
Yeah.
And I just had the opportunity to listen to Everything is Everything. And you hear the progression.
Yeah.
You hear how you've come.
Yeah,
So it's
man.
like,
We took more time with this one. I know it's less songs, but we probably did like 40 something songs. Just
quality over quantity.
Exactly. Every time.
Yeah, just
Every
like
time.
doing a whole bunch of things. This project was supposed to be 16 songs at one point. It was supposed to be a double project at one point.
Damn.
It was supposed to
pop
be
out with a Chris Brown album.
Yo, it was about to be some other stuff so many different times, to the point that it was just like, I remember I wanted to name this project kind of like It Is What It Is. And I was with my boy Len, and then Len was telling me like, yo, why don't you just call it Everything Is Everything? It means like the same type of thing with it too, and it rings well. I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, that kind of shit, that like it feels good when I even said it. So I mean, yeah.
So that's where that comes from?
Yeah, produced by Len is the creator of the project title. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that because I thought it came from Lauryn Hill.
Not crazy enough, yo. That's wow. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's not where it came from.
You should have said that though.
I should have said that though.
You should, because I was thinking it, because even when you listen to the project, it's very, it's very precise in your wordplay and like just everything you're talking about. And it to me, it was you showing off your pen and just showing like, yo, I'm here. I'm sharpening my pen. Every tape is gonna come harder and harder. You feel me? So like, I thought it came from that element, but
it was a mixture of
the two.
Just accepting the realities of life, whether it's good or bad. That's why when you get a song like Overdue, where it just sounds like you're being pushed to a limit where you can't even handle things anymore. And it was just like, even though all this bad is happening, there's still some light. That's why you get a Pressure Makes Diamonds, where I'm talking about how I be feeling, that nobody else knows how I feel with certain things. Or like, you could get the Cocky songs where you're really trying to show off your pen, with the Roberto Cavalli, with like
That shit is heat.
A World in My Hands, even like
That one too. I was loving that.
like you feel all of that type of stuff. Where you hear You versus Me in the intro, it's just me really talking. Like, I remember the way I ended it was, I said, most of my demons revolve around my issues, could have resulted a pistol pop through tissues. It's just like, that's shit I really felt. That shit could have really been like that at one point, because of a dark time that I was in at the time. So like, it's just really, I wanted to give you the good and the bad, but just still like accepting the realities of life and pushing it forward, like not letting yourself be stopped in any way, just to keep it going forward.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, what was your creative thought process going into the album? And you basically just answered everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Did you sit back after Blessed and like, this is
the direction you want to go?
The direction you want to go, inspiration for this album, or you just went into it?
No. After Blessed, whenever I finish a project, I take a break. Like, I take a mental break for like a month. Everybody's process is different, but for me, I put so much into like what I'm working on at that moment that it's just like, I don't want to do anything else. I want this to sit with people. I don't want people to think like, because I see sometimes there's like rappers that they'll just drop a project and they're already in the recording a whole nother thing, and I'm like, dog, like what?
You gotta give these kids time, like give people time to absorb it and like take it in,
Like, I want you to show me that you really 100% are investing into this project. Not that you're already working on the next thing and then this is just, I'll just sit with this. Like, that's not, I want to be able to drop this project and y'all sit with this for the year. You feel me? Like, I was able to do shows for Blessed till December 29th of 2018. And that project dropped in January. So I was able to do shows that whole entire year off of one project. Yeah.
Well, you got to think about it too. Unfortunately, it's the microwave era that we in. You know what I'm saying? So these kids just like, they want some shit next week. You know what I'm saying? Every week they want some new shit.
And I'm sorry for them people, but y'all getting Everything Is Everything. That's what y'all streaming today. That's what y'all gonna stream for some time. We got videos for you. We got more. We gonna have probably some more shows or something. And this is what you getting.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of artists out there who are lyrical, and your flow is out of this world.
I appreciate that.
Your production, your picks, out of this world. The people you put on features.
Thank you.
Astonishing. Your stage presence yesterday, let me tell you.
Man.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That took a lot of time, really. My homie Blas 89, who was opening up for me yesterday. He's the one who actually taught me how to perform. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to.
He got good crowd presence too.
He is the
I thought somebody was gonna get knocked out if we being honest.
G shit.
Yo.
He was telling niggas like, yo, if you want a free t-shirt, knock somebody out. I was like, yo, this nigga's wildin'.
Yo, I was trying to sneak. I was sneaking my way to like try to see him perform without anybody seeing me. And I hear him going like, he was jumping and shit. And he goes like, yeah, I'm on that keto diet, but he's fat as shit. So it's like so funny. Like, he's just a clown. And it's just like, I love Blas, man. He's somebody who just taught me to just 100% be myself on stage. And just to be comfortable in my own skin and just be able to give that to people. If you're 100% you, they will gravitate towards you.
For sure. Nah, you definitely know how to perform really well. Because even last night, I could like just different moments. Like everybody had their phones out with their lights shining on you, and then even just certain points of the show, like you just got real intimate with the crowd, and everybody was locked into what you were saying, what you had going on. And not a lot of people have that talent. You know what I'm saying? Especially at this stage of your career, Yeah,
it's a blessing.
Especially with a live band.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Rondon and I were talking about that. We've been wanting to do that for a while, but we just never knew how to actually get it done. But we ended up finding the right people for it. We got maintenance. My brother actually put me on to
the band.
Yeah, one of the guys from the band because they knew each other. But,
Okay.
maintenance is from Yonkers as well, so it's like, you know, it's
Everything.
cool.
Keep it
Yeah.
safe.
Everything is
so-
everything.
Exactly. And like with you know, being able to perform for people and them just really like something that people don't understand is that not every time because people are not moving at all doesn't mean they're not enjoying what they're watching. Like if they're literally just watching you, let's say they're even giving you a head nod or they're not jumping around or
It's
any of that
something.
type
Yeah,
of-
that means they focus.
they're focusing on something that you're doing at that moment if they're looking right at you. And a lot of times when I'm performing, I like to look at the crowd. I like to literally look at people's look them in their eyes type thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes when somebody is like really trying to give me like that I'm too cool type thing, I'll literally rap in your face and just look at you and make you feel uncomfortable. So like I don't know. It's a blessing to be on stage, man. I feel good up there.
I hear you. What was your upbringing like? Cause I you know, it's certain in one of your songs, I remember you said that you grew up eating oxtail. What you know about oxtail, nigga?
I'm Dominican, bro. We call that shit rabo.
Nah, I'm Jamaican. You feel me? We eat oxtail. You feel me?
That's definitely be eating oxtail.
That's love.
It tastes great. And
Facts.
that's something with my culture, with like being Dominican and stuff. That's something that my grandma would cook for me all the time and stuff.
For sure.
So that was something I always enjoyed eating.
Is music like a big element in your family? Like mom, dad,
I wouldn't
grandma?
necessarily say, how to say this. I think our love for music came from my uncles.
Okay.
Cause like they were just always, they're the ones who introduced me to hip hop. My parents did not want us doing anything that had to do with hip hop because where we were from, so it's like being in a Dominican household and you know the environment that you're in at that moment. We were in Inwood Dykeman type of thing. You know, that's not the greatest
Area.
area over there. I mean, I lived on a better side of Inwood, but it's like just because you live on this block don't mean that the surrounding of this thing is like
It doesn't exist.
yeah, right. So it was like, you know, they just wanted something different. They grew up different than I did. So of course you always want better for your children.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, let's keep them active. So we would take piano classes. I was playing baseball all the time. I was even a child, like trying to be a child actor at one point.
Oh shit!
All
You
that
about to be
type
in
of
you was a Gerber baby?
I was. Let me see. I was in this show called NYPD Blue a long time ago.
Nigga, no, you wasn't.
I swear to God, I was a long time ago. I was like an extra on that show. I paid like $400 just for playing the playground.
Wow.
I think I was in a movie too.
Nah, you was destined to be famous.
Yeah, I was in a movie. I didn't find this out till like a couple months ago. I was in a movie, like an old ass movie that I'd never seen before. My mom just told me. It was,
Damn.
Yeah, it was weird.
Nigga, what movie?
but I actually like you could see me in the screen or something like that. I never knew that. But music, it just came from my uncles, man. They used to play me Jay-Z, Biggie, and I just that was like,
it for you.
yo, because Jay-Z's my favorite rapper ever. So like that was like always dope. That like I don't know. I always wanted to just meet Hov and just have those conversations and stuff like that. But when I was younger, a big influence was like Jay-Z, Biggie, and Bow Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing you say that on the
On the Jimmy
Jimmy
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
'Cause
Speaking of that,
people-
your freestyle on that shit was crazy.
Yeah, thank you. But like people don't keep it a stack with like Bow Wow didn't have it on lock.
Nah, it's because he does a lot of fuckery now. That's the problem. Yeah.
That's now we talking about Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
lit.
Yeah, for sure. He helped cultivate a whole lane
Yeah.
and make niggas realize like, all right, young niggas can really do this shit. It's not an
Yeah.
old man's game.
Yeah. You know, I remember watching interviews with Snoop saying like, yo, we had Bow Wow on stage when he was like 5 years old, like cursing and all that on stage. Like that's inspiring to somebody who's young. So then the first thing they always ask me, what I ever want to be, I said a rapper. But I didn't think I could do it. So
Obviously you can because you're here.
yeah, I'm here now, right? God is good.
Exactly, yo. For real. So you talk about some of your favorite rappers a lot. Can I get your top 5 right now?
People are gonna hate my top 5.
It's cool. It's your opinion, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
give a
fuck
fuck about
'em,
what
right?
these niggas say. Yeah.
All right.
Niggas hate my top 5 too. So
I'm not gonna say any order. Jay-Z is always number 1 though.
yeah.
J. Cole, Kid Cudi. I'm like a really big Kid Cudi fan.
I can respect it.
Kanye and Lil Wayne.
not bad.
That's not the order, but
No, for sure. Yeah, it's just random.
but yeah. Cudi and Cole were definitely two very big influences for me. Like as I was getting older and stuff, just relating and being like, I felt like those were like the godfathers of music for me as growing up. So yeah.
I can see that. Cole and Cudi.
Yeah. I actually got to meet Cudi a long time ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I almost cried. That was funny.
Light skinned niggas, bro. I'm
Yo.
trying to tell ya.
I don't know. It was like, cause it was like, there was a time in my life where I was like very depressed. I think it was once we moved to Yonkers and stuff like that. It was just like, it was a period of time, and I didn't know myself as a person or anything like that. Cudi's music was, if it wasn't for Cudi's like that person that made me feel like
you're not alone.
Like that, and like you're the fucking man, like for being you, like unapologetically you being you. And that was something that I always appreciated from him. So I always look at him like he was like a superhero or something for us. And yeah, it's funny because they always talk about, it's always some weirdo niggas that be loving Cudi and shit like that. It's true. But it's because you go through a certain time of your life, and that was the person who was like, oh, he's speaking for us.
They connected to you the most.
Yeah, for real. So then, like, when I saw him in person, I was like, it was like you're meeting your superhero in a way. So it was just crazy.
That's dope. I want to get into the relationship between you and Sav the Genesis and Rondon.
Oh, Sav the Genius.
Sav the Genius, my fault.
Okay.
I apologize.
Sav. I known Sav since we went to high school together.
Okay.
So, when I started out doing music, he was there in the beginning. I seen him grow. So it's like, he's been doing this since forever. He's been doing it longer than me. Rondon, I met Rondon like 4 years ago. We were at a business meeting, and then my brother connected us two together.
Okay.
And from there, it's been
love.
Yeah, it skyrocketed from there.
Yeah, the relationship looks crazy. Just to see our energy, you and Sav especially, like on stage, and then like on the project, I see that. I think Sav produced the record as well as he has a feature.
Okay, so Sav produced. Sav is featured on "Pray for Me," and The Religion, Rondon, and Sav produced that record. And Sav produced Roberto Cavalli featuring Chic and Styles.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then also Rondon got a couple on there too.
Yeah, Rondon and The Religion did "Why You Mad" and "Pray for Me." Rondon did "World in My Hands" and those other, I forgot. Rondon has like 3 or 4 on that project though.
Sure.
So yeah, but just because, because I have in-house producers.
Yeah.
It's always The Religion, Rondon, Josh, and Len. And we just like JoJo Beats is somebody that we also get beats from all the time too. Just because certain people are not on the majority of songs doesn't mean they're not still heavily involved with every single thing on that project. Like Ron could have like 3 or 4 beats on the project, but he's still involved for every single song. So like that's really how it is. So yeah.
That's dope, man. I love to see like stuff like that, man.
Yeah, man. I like to help out my people, and something I always wanted to do was just inspire others and to bring the greatness out of other people as much as possible. Because I feel like where we're from, people don't really. I don't know. I feel like people don't really want to see you do better than them.
Ever, no matter where you're from.
And it's like, I feel like that's the corniest shit in the world.
Shit's trash.
I get hyped knowing that like I used to be one of those hating niggas though, but like this is why I could easily say that shit to be like, I'm not like that no more. I haven't been like that for years once I started really figuring shit out. But like, I think it's the dopest shit ever when people are doing great.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to to put some negativity on somebody's positive moment?
Especially if it's somebody that somebody you grew up with or seen like on the come up and shit like that.
That shit is so great, bro. Cause like, why would you want to tear that down? Like, what is that? Just because one person's path went a certain way, doesn't mean like y'all could have 2 completely different paths and still end at the same exact place. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just feel like us as people, we get too impatient, and we don't focus on like. We don't focus on the end goal. We want it right now. We don't want the process. We don't want to
focus on the end game.
Yeah, we don't ever want to do that. I
Bars.
saw what you just did there.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to be a ghostwriter. Oh my goodness. But what track on the project would you say was the hardest for you to make?
Hardest for me to make.
Yeah. As far as like writing, actually like going to the booth and making it, all that.
Hardest song for me to make. I would have to say. Hell no, that wasn't that hard.
This nigga.
That just took a day.
For real?
Yeah, he was. Oh no, to get the song done was hard, but no, it wasn't that hard. She finished his verse mad fast, but Styles be so busy that like,
Yeah. You gotta run the shop. You gotta run the juice shop.
yeah, I literally just got him one day, and he was like, "Where's the record, man? Come here, let me hear it." Like, he's like, cause I remember I went up, I was with Sheik and I saw Styles. And I'm like, "Yo, where's the record at, bro?" He's like, "Yo, what is it? You gotta turn it in right away." I'm like, "Yeah," like I'm trying
Trying to release the project.
It was. I was like, "Yeah, I just booked this session so I can mix y'all vocals and stuff." He was like, "I'm gonna do it soon." And then Sheik is like, "Yo, you better do it soon, cause I bodied that. I don't think you keeping up with me." Like, so it was dope. He did it the same day that happened.
That's,
so that was
that's
dope.
fire.
But probably the hardest song for me to do was Overdue.
Overdue?
Yes, with Osmond Benjamin.
Oh, okay.
Reason why was because I felt like that second verse wasn't there. The second verse is probably the newest thing on the whole entire project.
Oh, okay.
That happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I wrote that second verse out 2 weeks ago because there was supposed to be another feature on it. I'm not gonna say who it was,
Yeah, but it fell through.
but it just didn't work out. So I just wrote the second verse like the day before the studio. Because I went the day before my last day of mixing, I was just writing a verse, and I haven't written for some time now because I was making sure every other song was perfect perfect for me.
Yeah.
And it just worked out the way that it did. I don't know, that second verse, it when I was first listening to it, I was just like, it brought water to my eyes, and I was just like, yo, this is it was like a very overwhelming feeling. It was just crazy to listen to that. So yeah,
For sure. That record is really crazy too, cause like his vocals on that shit just really complement like the elements of the song and shit.
and it's funny because when people see the track list, they're seeing like Iman and Osmond Benjamin. They're thinking to themselves like, this is about to be a stupid rapping record.
I thought it was gonna be a bar fight to be
Yeah,
real.
that's what everybody's thinking, but nobody really pays attention to the fact that Osmond could sing his ass off.
They proved that last night too in front of everybody.
You should.
Like people were not expecting to listen to Osmond sing like that yesterday.
Not at all.
And that's crazy. So it's like every feature that was on that project served this purpose. There was a reasoning for why people were on what song. I felt like originally I was trying to get this isn't the feature I was talking about on Overdue.
Yeah.
But originally before Roberto Cavalli, I was thinking about putting Styles P on that song because I already had the first verse done. There was no hook or nothing.
Okay.
But I'm happy it fell
Everything
the way that
happened
it
the way
did
it
because
did.
I gave Styles 2 songs. I gave him Overdue and I gave him Roberto Cavalli. But this was like the early stages.
Okay.
But everything happens for a reason. You feel me? So
So what is like a average studio day for you look like? Like when the concept for the project is in your mind.
it's not what a lot of people expect. I don't like to be with a lot of people in the studio, like ever. I like to be by myself, like, or with Ron and like even with my team. I don't really even like being in the room like writing. I like to be by myself. I record myself and everything. That's just me. That's just how I work. I like to be by myself. I don't like freaking 50 niggas in there just like everybody talking, everybody being distracted, all that type of stuff. I'm just focusing on the music and just let me be in my own element. That's really what it is. So that's pretty much like an average thing for me. And then so then like sometimes if Ron, Len, Religion, or Josh, they're all there, I'll probably be in another room and I'll just be writing to myself just to like get my point across, and they'll just be cooking up in the studio because we have an in studio in our house. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's how it is.
They say got a studio in the crib.
Yeah, I had to do that because I was wasting so much money like at all these studios, bro.
That shit's not cheap.
It's not. So I saved a ton of money just doing this. You feel me? I record everything myself, and the only time I ever use, like, I learned how to record myself, and I'll just take my projects to get mixed. So I go to Blue Mixed by Blue, who's at Lounge Studios, or my cuz, who's at Engine Room, and well, Blue mixed Solange's projects. He's Solange's engineer.
Oh, okay.
And Mike is Dave East's engineer.
Okay.
I like to just keep it as authentic as possible, and just be 100% me, whether you like me or not, bro. I'm gonna just be the best me I could possibly be for everybody. So yeah.
You're a pretty fly nigga too, bro. I be seeing you. Nigga got the sixes on right now, the Yeezys last night. Like you been a sneakerhead since before the rap shit? Or?
I used to sell sneakers.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I used to sell sneakers. I used to flip so many sneakers, man. I stopped doing that because it's too much. I don't know, like I enjoy being a rapper. I'm a full-time rapper, part-time student.
Oh, you in school?
Yeah, I'm in college right now.
What's your major?
Communications. I'm almost
what's
done.
up.
Yeah.
So I know I'm not gonna really. I mean, it's good to have the degree. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Because you don't know where life is gonna take you and what you may need that for. But I'm a full-time rapper.
For sure. It'll help you in the rap industry though too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just having a degree.
Yeah.
Having that
Just-
degree, that specific degree.
I feel like people look at you a little different.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, you really trying to be like J. Cole for real? Communications?
Yeah, I guess that's a crazy comparison too. Yeah, I feel like I wasn't into anything else. So,
I feel you. That's low key my minor.
what's your major?
I majored IT. But
Okay,
it's not really what I want to do.
I feel you.
This is what I want to do.
So make communications your thing.
That's all. You see me? Me and you, we here, bro. We here. What's your favorite lyric from the project?
Okay, I got one.
All right.
This is one of my favorites, just because this is gonna go over everybody's head.
Okay.
Okay, so I said in Roberto Cavalli, I say skipping stepping stones and milestones. I run it like a rental. Kill this bitch. Oops, I said it wrong. Kill his beat while it's breathing, and demons creeping for reason. So the reason why that's gonna go over everybody's head is because, do y'all know who Orenthal is? You know? That's O.J. Simpson's real name, Orenthal James Simpson.
Orenthal.
Yeah,
That's his
so-
name. Yeah, kill this bitch. That's fire.
Yeah, so it was like, that was one of my favorite lines, because it's just like, if you know his real name, that's gonna sit with you and be like, yo, what the fuck did he just say? But like,
Yeah.
it's one of those lines that if you did a Rap Genius thing, like, what the fuck did he just say? It presses shit and it tells you, whoa.
Nah, you need your own Rap Genius video for that. Just make it and send it up there.
Yeah, word, right? I gotta hit my man's mic up at Genius.
Make it happen. Make it happen. That's fire though.
Yeah.
Shit make you do the stink face like.
Yeah, man. I found out his real name because of Nas, actually. There was a song on a DJ Khaled album called
Nas album done? I don't know.
it was a song with him and Scarface called Hip Hop.
Oh, okay.
The song was so fucking fire. And he said, don't let me do this game like Orenthal James. Like, and I was just like, yo, who's Orenthal James, man? And I was looking up the shit and I'm like, oh shit, that's his real name. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna use this guy's name one day in a bar and it's gonna be fire. Couple years later.
Boom.
Skipping stepping stones and milestones. I run it like a rental. Kill this bitch. Oops, I said it wrong. Kill this beat while it's breathing. It like, it's just like, it just shows my character moments of the type of thing.
Nah, it just shows you a student of the game, my nigga.
Yeah.
You a student of the game for real, for real. And
Appreciate that.
I can respect that for real.
Thank you, man.
On a daily, what are you listening to help motivate you as a person and as a rapper?
Okay. I'm listening to a lot of R&B.
Really?
Yeah. I love R&B music.
Like older R&B or like newer?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite new R&B singer?
Well, you know, new R&B is different now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
mad
totally
different
different.
It's like
subcategories and that shit.
alternative R&B pop type thing. I think Black is really dope.
Nah, he's dope for real.
And Black is spit too, but I really fuck with Black. Black is dope. I got put onto this new group called Bathe. They were dope. I don't know if it's a dude or if it's a group or something. I don't know. That was just fire. I've been listening to Osmond's project recently a lot.
Shout out.
Besides of the R&B shit,
Yeah.
my bad. I was just thinking about other stuff that I'm listening to. But when it comes to old R&B, I love Sade
Okay.
so much. Like, I would love to do a song with Sade one day. I listen to like a lot of Stevie Wonder. Who else? I'll even listen to like old disco type music as well, like the Bee Gees and like I don't know. I just listen to everything. I don't just listen to hip hop because I feel like if you just box yourself in if you just listen to it. You don't explore
Different other
like
elements.
different
Elements.
creative, different things that make you more creative. You feel me? So I try to listen to every single thing. I even listen to rock. Like one of my favorite albums ever is called Phobia. Like it is a rock album.
By who?
What's their name?
What you mean? You gotta know. It's your favorite, my nigga. Come
Nah,
on.
yeah, you see, I know the name of the album. I know the names of the songs too. There's a song called "Dance with the Devil." It's fucking gas. Oh my god.
It's not better than Mortal Techniques though.
Yes, it is. I'll come back to what their name of the band. Breaking Benjamin.
That's the name of the band?
That's the name of the band. Breaking Benjamin, Dance with the Devil is fucking gas, and that album Phobia is fire. All right. So yeah, I just listen to everything, man.
That's dope. It's good though. For real, it's good. When you take different elements from different types of music, it helps to cultivate a different, like a better overall sound.
Yeah.
Versus just sounding like every other nigga.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. I feel like I don't know. I just never wanted to just box myself in and just be like, yo, this is all I know. I was raised on hip hop. You feel me? So it was just like,
it's not going nowhere.
it's not gonna go nowhere. We here. So it's
more,
like,
yeah.
what can I do to elevate my sound? And what can I do to just be the best me to contribute into this game that I love so much? You feel me? And it's just when it comes to just listening to a whole bunch of different types of music, you just learn how to do different things. You want to try different things out. So yeah.
Were you a big Nipsey fan?
Yo, here's the thing. Ron is probably the biggest Nipsey fan out of our group. Yeah, Ron was always blasting Nipsey like crazy. I didn't get into Nipsey till I always heard about Nipsey and fucked with Nipsey too from what people were showing me, and I always respected his hustle because I remember when he was selling physical copies of his project for $100 and shit, and Jay-Z bought like 10 of them.
Jay-Z bought 100.
Or 100, my bad. That's OD. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but Victory Lap was like the time that's what really drew me in, because I wasn't expecting what I was listening to and shit. Before, I would just dabble here and there with like little Nipsey songs that people would play me and shit, but Victory Lap is what really drove me in. Yeah. So then once I finally became a fan, like fully, with Victory Lap, and then when we went to LA, we saw the Marathon store and all that type of stuff.
Did you go shop?
Nah, we didn't, because we were in a Lyft, and the Lyft driver was like showing us around LA and stuff. So we went over there real quick. He was like, yo, this is Nipsey's thing. He owns this whole shit. And we were like, what? All of that. So it's crazy because like throughout the year, I just started listening to Victory Lap more and more and more, and then I was drawn in. So then when he actually died, it hurt
a little more now.
Yeah,
it wasn't just a casual fan no more.
Yeah, it was a weird shift, because it's just like, damn, that wasn't supposed to happen to somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't have happened to somebody like that. Somebody who was doing nothing but positive, and he changed his life around 100%. And it was just like nothing you got out of Nipsey was negative. It was just positivity all the time with him.
Yeah, and there's not many people in the world like that.
Nah, not at all. So it was just like, it was a weird feeling for me. Like that one probably hurt the most, just because, like, again, I had a year to sit with him to be like that. I'm actually a drawn in fan now. Yeah, feel me? I've always respected it before, but it wasn't like you see when you hear a project, like there's a project that just sat with you differently, and then you just finally drawn into the artist. That's what it was with Nipsey. So,
got it. It's crazy. Rest in peace, Nip, man, for real.
Real facts.
The shit is crazy. I got 2 more questions for you, and then I'm gonna let you go, because you're a busy man. You feel me?
No problem.
Who do you quote as your biggest lyrical influence?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, 100% Jay-Z. When it comes to flows, Biggie. It was like an unorthodox type of, I don't know. Biggie's flows are fucking stupid. Like, I say lyrics, Jay-Z and J. Cole.
Okay.
Flows was definitely like Biggie and Wayne for me.
Mm-hmm.
that was something that was big for me, like Biggie and Wayne. Yeah.
Okay. I can respect that, man. I like all of them, so it's love. My last question for you is, if you could tell an aspiring artist something right now, what would you tell them?
I could tell them, like artists
On the come up, yeah.
All right,
It's on the come up.
I say don't stop, man. Like, how is it that I only got like 6,000 followers, 6,000, almost 7,000, some shit like that, and we're able to sell out SOBs. But there's artists way bigger than me that I've heard stories of that they had to cancel shows at SOBs because there wasn't enough tickets being sold. That don't happen for people
every day, yeah.
Like where I'm at. You feel me? So it's like there's something, the people, the support system is just different. It hit different. And it's because of you continuously giving out quality to people. I don't feel like it's about the quantity. I feel like it's just quality. If you give somebody something fire, whenever you have something fire, you always want to put somebody on to something fire that you have. You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
That goes with, if something is hard, it's gonna travel. So that's just how I look at it. So I don't know.
Facts.
I feel like they just shouldn't stop, man. Just keep your faith, keep pushing hard, and keep trying to get better. That's it. As long as you continue challenging yourself, pushing to be the greatest that you could possibly be, it's literally right there for you. People will gravitate towards you for you being you, not being somebody else. You being you and giving out quality. So that's probably the best thing I could say.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, Iman, it's been a pleasure having you on my show.
Man, thank you for having me, for real.
For sure, man. We can stay in contact. Everybody, this is Iman Nunez.
Yeah.
Tell them where to follow you on Instagram and all that good shit.
Make sure y'all follow me at Only1Iman on all streaming platforms. And if you want to look up my music on anywhere, just type in Iman Nunez. So, yeah.
Everything is everything out now.
Everything is everything out now. It was a little delay, but I think this should be on all streaming platforms now. Maybe. I don't know. Stream it, buy it. Yeah.
All right, guys. This is my 2 cents. We out.
I'm chillin', now I got the world in my hand. Look, I've been out my damn mind, push back, rewind. Always felt the outer pressures from society. I am honest, me, never sold the key, but I line you up like this is Barbary. Stop that, be honest, be still at home, that's where my mama sleep. Could've been out making dollars, selling quarter piece, but wouldn't work for me. Imagine having